Hello? Oh. Alright, guys. I don't know if y'all can hear me, hopefully. I'll give you a little view, outside view, or whatever. You can see. Hey, alright, so this is what happens when you, try to be fair, or I don't know what that's called. Try not to put someone into a bad situation. You know, if you do that with somebody who is a narcissist, or abuser, you don't even have to know if they are anything specific. You just have to know if they're an abuser, if they've abused you, and torture and terrorize you, because that's what happened to me and tormented me for years, because in their minds or something, they think that they're in a healthy relationship, the way that they conduct things, and you know, the way that they want things to go in the relationship. They think this is healthy or something, and that you're not complying because you're trying to go against them, or you know, just do the opposite of what they want to do. And this is not a normal relationship, because the person that doesn't know that this guy or this girl is disordered, they're going to try to respond and defend themselves, and try to be reasonable with the other person to solve the problems they might be having in the relationship. And the problem is that they are not in it for the same goal as you are. They're not in it for a resolution. They're not trying to understand your point of view and save the relationship, because there's no relationship that they didn't sign up for a relationship in a healthy way, that we know how a relationship works. So because of that, they're running the relationship in their own mind, in their own way, and so any kind of resolution you try to get out of the issues you might have before you end up in a divorce or leaving the person is not well received, and is taken as a threat and against their agenda or the way they want to run things. So, which is unhealthy, the way that their mind is and the way that they think the relationship should go. So they don't know that, or they don't care about it. They don't care if they knew it or not. They want it to go their way. So because I try to be reasonable with this person and ask for respect, and not to be threatened and scared and all those things, when you try to resolve it with the person and not try to put them in jail for what they've done, or you know, not report all the times that they hurt you physically and financially and emotionally. You don't do that because you don't want to get them into this legal system. That's really unfair, because the legal system just goes by who has the most money and who can prove this or that, and all the things that this person has done to me has not been documented, and some of them have, but for the most part it has been not documented, because for many years I never told my family about anything or any issues, you know, when I was talking to them, and I never let them know the kind of physical abuse that I was experiencing. So, you know, because I wanted to resolve everything I wanted the relationship to last because I love this person for some sick reason. Because, like I said, I'm attracted to these abusers, and it's all I know because I grew up that way. So, I had this theory in mind that if you can love a person enough, they could change, or at least willing to change for you. And, they see you suffering, that they will want to change because they love you. That's what I did, and I went to therapy, and I got help for myself. And just the more that I helped myself and got things going for myself and went back to work, the more I did that, the more it was a threat to this person, which doesn't make any sense because that's like the reverse of what's normal and healthy. So, after all that time of me researching and studying what this really is, it makes a lot of sense now. Because anytime I helped myself or took care of myself and went to the doctor and went to work and tried to juggle my life and my kids and everything, the more I did that and the more I was getting better at doing it, the worse it was for me. Like the worse, the more abuse I received and abandonment and all those things happened to me because I was trying to help myself. So when I finally left the person, I left him multiple times, and each time I got myself, up and did something better for myself, helped myself out. Every time I started getting my life back together, he would contact me, and now I know what it's called, a hoovering. So he would hoover me back and then punish me for getting away and helping myself and trying to work on my own self and do things for my own self every time. So I can't believe it. There's so many times I left this person, I can't even count. But I never called the police on him. The times that the police were called on him and he was charged was because of my family calling or my neighbors, and it wasn't me directly calling anybody. So he still blames me, saying that I put him in jail because one time he got locked up for a month. And like I said, that's just because people called to help me. They heard what was going on and they actually called the police for me. I never called them. The only time I did call them was the time he got locked up for the 30 days because he was threatening to kill me over the phone. So that was the only time I reported him. And, the court system, whatever, does what they do. I don't know. I'm not responsible for that. But then, I have to try to, I find myself trying, that he wants me to try to ask for forgiveness because I got him locked up for a month. Like, okay. It doesn't matter the truth, it doesn't matter what actually happened because they just twist it and create a different reality. So, yeah, I don't know how many times I left this person. There's been so many times I've tried to leave this person, and so he could just leave me alone, and I don't have to go through a court process. But at one point I did, because the time that he got locked up for it's called terroristic threats, the charge or whatever. So because he was charged for that, I went and filed a restraining order, and I had a temporary one, but the restraining order, the permanent one, was not accepted or granted, whatever, because of some unknown reason. Because I had to go, because because I was in criminal court at the time because he was locked up, and then they said, no, that's a family court matter. Sorry. I've been through so much hell, honestly, just for that time that I did call the police on him, that it's just become very disheartening to try to go through all that again. And, to keep pushing it. And I just left it be. Like, I'm not going to go after you. Look, I'm not. Just leave me alone. Move on with whoever you're moved on with. And then just go away. And every time something doesn't go his way, he would retaliate with some kind of legal thing, or DIFUS, or something to get me into trouble and cause a tremendous stress on my life. And he just keeps on doing it, and I just keep on letting him go and not filing charges and trying to go after him. And I didn't even go after him for child support or anything. So, like, what the fuck? Like, the more nice that I am, the more reasonable that I try to be with him, the more angry he gets, and the worse he attacks me. And I am not the person that he's trying to push me to be. I really am not that person. So I don't know. I always get screwed by him. And this court is very weak. Oh my God. It doesn't help me that I have sick family members that aren't on my side, because like I said in other videos, that my mother is, I don't know, a narcissist, but I think she's worse because she's supposed to take care of me and stuff, and she didn't do that. So, and she even told the cops that she wanted to try to get custody of my kids. Like, this is fucked up, gang. Those are kids. Those are human beings. You don't play with children, especially children. You don't do that. And these people don't pay for what they've done. And I'm doing these videos because they need to pay. They have to pay. Society has to change and hold these people accountable. All the child abuse that I endured, and the police that came to my house and never helped me or anybody. So you know what? This has been normalized to be domestic abuse is normalized and just overlooked and not cared about, even with our judicial system. This is the truth of what's going on here in this country. And now I'm getting sued for money I don't even have, I don't make. How is this justice? I'm getting sued for child support now when he just had the kids less than a year. And like I said, I never sued him for child support ever. I never did. Mostly because the process is very difficult and other reasons, okay? So, oh my God. That I have to pay child support and also medical expenses. So any kind of expense that he wants to go to the doctor, he's gonna. The thing is, he don't care about their health at all. They had no insurance for at least under a year now, almost a year. They have had no insurance. And my daughter and my son was due for a checkup for the dentist, and they didn't even do that. The same exact day that I went to Michigan, the day after, they had to magically have a dental appointment, and because he's been neglecting them and just leaving them in the house there, that's not even his house, that's a woman's house that doesn't even want him, and fucking contacts me telling me to take him back and all this shit. All this just so he can have a roof over his head, and who's the fucking bottom feeder now? They don't see it as that. You know how many jobs he's had? And how many states? I don't know how he's getting employed. I don't know, but these people are skilled. Oh my God, they're very skilled and very dangerous. And I don't know what to do because I know he's very dangerous if I come after him. But it's okay if he comes after me, person that's barely getting by. I have to pay literally money now. Money for him to take the money and do whatever he wants with it. He has more than enough money. He has 2 cars. He has whatever he's getting out of that woman and her connections, the lawyers from her. She really thinks this guy loves him or something. What the fuck is this? Like, how people, someone that old is that fucking stupid? So yeah, I'm being sued for that. With the child support, that's not gonna make a difference because he has more than enough money. And then I don't know what money he's gonna squeeze out of me because I'm on unemployment and I'm disabled. So really, all right. So you got that, and then for healthcare expenses. What was the other thing? Anything he deems necessary or something it says on the fucking paperwork. Anything more he deems necessary within reason or some shit. Like he can ask for additional money for who knows what. You know, anytime he does anything with them, I'm going to be billed for it. And how is this legal to bill somebody that has become disabled because of the person? And have my children taken away. And this has to be a joke. The court system doesn't want to give any information. They're like, oh, we're not allowed to give you that information. Contact the lawyer. Contact the lawyer. That's what they always say. That's what they do. If you receive any paperwork from the court, it's going to be hard to understand and read and fill out and do properly. That's why you need a lawyer, because I've tried that myself to do it on my own, and I couldn't do it because I couldn't figure out how to fucking fill out the paperwork. And I kid you not, it is not easy. They make it that way so they can make their money from the lawyers and the court system, and the lawyers are connected with the judge, and all that fucking shit is completely against the actual victim. And then I gotta deal with racism in my stupid town that I live in that I hate, because like I said, it's mostly like, I don't know, conservatives, even though I'm in the fucking democratic state of New Jersey. I don't know, this world is fucked up and twisted upside down. It makes no sense at all. Makes no sense. So yeah, the thing about the one of these neighbors, like you ever get a sense, like I have this additional sense that someone's gonna come at me for some reason. Like I already knew this guy was gonna walk up to me and start something with me, because I'm so attuned to that kind of conflict. So I was parking my car where usually it would park, on the street, mind you, a public street. Okay, this public street to where I'm parking, it just happens to be near a private garage. So every time I park there, I make sure I check the lines so I'm not obstructing the guy's driveway for any for any little bit. And this one day I just happened to see the guy, like we just happened to see each other while I was parking the car in the same spot I always do. And he's just like, before I even stop, he's like, oh, hey, I just want to let you know, I know you always park here, and if you could move a little bit more back, because, you know, when I'm trying to get in, it's hard for me to get into the parking space. And I'm thinking to myself, you're fucking bullshitting, first of all. Second of all, the reason why he came up to me at all to disturb me is because I just happened to be there right at the same time parking, and he must have noticed my flag that's on my car. I'm telling you, these people are racist because they have the Trump fucking flag flying in front of their garage. And I just knew, I was like, these people are going to have some kind of issue with me at one point, that I'm parking here on a public street. For some reason, I just knew that they would end up talking to me for something. And that day, it just happened to happen. That was, I think, yesterday. So, am I still filming? Yes. Okay, so the guy, like I thought he was going to come. I'm like, look, I just seen the guy going, and I'm like, yep, he's going to talk to me about something about this parking. And he did. So he comes up to my window, and I'm like, yes. And he's like, oh, well, you know, because every time you park, I know you park here every time, but I can't get in. Like, there's not enough room for me to get into my parking space. And I knew for sure he was bullshitting me, because every single time I check the front end to make sure he has room to get into his garage. Every single time, because I know that I could get a ticket for that or have an issue about it. So he's like, oh, okay, and then because he knew, because of my flag that I have outside of my car, which is a Puerto Rican flag, which is Hispanic, right? So yeah, he's a racist, all right? He definitely is, because we all know how Trump feels about Puerto Rico and all that. So it's not even hidden. We know. Anyway, that is the reason. I'm not paranoid or anything. I know that's the reason. So that pissed me the hell off, and like I have to accommodate him now. I have to move even more back than I'm allowed to, because I was legally parked. I have to park a little bit more out of the way, just in case someone turns on the corner and hits my car or something. You know, that'd be nice too. But I don't have, you know, no one cares about me, because yeah, I'm Hispanic. So fuck off, basically, is what he's saying. You know what? Go fuck yourself. The next time some stupid motherfucker entitled ass white person comes up to me, I'm gonna give him a piece of the fuck, all this anger that I have had from my ex, from this stupid ass neighbor, from just in general how things are going, and how people are being very disrespectful to others and entitled, and they think they can just, you know, be open about it, which is wrong. Okay, so yeah, that's nice too. But my real issue is this divorce. And the way that the system is, and I don't even live in the fucking state, mind you. I'm 10 hours away driving from that state. And then I try to contact a lawyer here in New Jersey, thinking, okay, I at least have some kind of protection for my damn self, but I don't, because I don't get protection apparently, because that's in Michigan, and I have to get a lawyer in Michigan. This makes no sense, because I live here in New Jersey. I never even been to that state, like only that time I went to pick up the kids or my son. That's the only time I've been to that state, and it's not accessible. Okay, I gotta cut this short because I think there's someone calling me, but I will continue on the next video. Wait, what happened? Or it didn't go through. Alright, so I was calling New Jersey lawyers. None of them want to take me because I have to go to Michigan and get a lawyer. What? How am I supposed to do that? Even if I contact the lawyer through phone only, like, just I don't know. What the fuck? Like, I have to go there physically. How is that fair if I don't even live there? And I only have 21 days, 28 days because I'm in a different state. I had to call his lawyer up and ask for an extension, and the guy was giving me a hard time. Like, oh no, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Yeah, give me a good reason why I need to extend you. And I'm like, because I live in a different state, genius. Holy fucking shit, I don't even get a counsel because they won't take me here in New Jersey, not because of they not wanting to take me, but because the law prohibits it, apparently, in this state. Okay, every fucking state is different, unfortunately, for everybody. Like, what is this shit? This is an injustice. And, like, it's just so he can get away with suing me and ruining my credit that I worked hard to fix and all of that when I didn't do that to him. You see? So I don't know. I'm on my last fucking straw with everything. I don't have anybody. I have nobody as a support because I completely cut off my family before any of this happened, before this fucking virus happened, before my divorce appeared and all of that. So, and I don't want them involved because they just make my life worse and thrive upon my drama in my life and think it's a fucking show and funny for them. So fuck them, and I don't need them, but I don't have anyone now. So I have zero support. And I have no lawyer. No lawyer that's gonna take me unless I move to Michigan or fucking go there. Like, why? Why is this legal to do that? I mean, if I was in the same state, yeah, okay, makes sense. I don't know. The laws are very, very strange. Like, you know, it just favors people that have the most money, that has the best lawyer, that has the most, you know, heartless kind of lawyer, which this one definitely was, because I did speak with him. And I'm like, well, I know you're not going to tell me anything. You're defending, you know, my husband. But he had to be rude about it. So, oh, what is the reason why you need an extension on these 21 days? Is more than enough time. Man, the fuck? He won't even pay with his own money, this lawyer. I bet he's waiting to get money from me so then he can pay the lawyer. That's nice. That's nice. That's real nice. All because he wanted my stimulus check. This is honestly the truth. He didn't file it all this time until he found that I wasn't going to give him my stimulus check money. This is how controlled I am. Okay? I didn't even tell him I got any money. He just assumed it because the IRS refused to give him a stimulus money. Because he tried to commit fraud by claiming my children when I had them the whole year. 90% of the year I had them in my custody and I deserved the money by law, and I did everything legit and legally. So he was pissed off about that apparently and decided to sue me. What the fuck, man? And I'm still stuck in the fucking state of New Jersey. I'm still stuck here. Like, I need to get the fuck out of here. I cannot stand being here anymore. I can't afford it. There's no opportunities for a person like me here in this area. And I got my family that's fucking always spying on me. And I just saw my mother walk by the other day by my parking and thinking, why does she need to come all the way over here to walk her stupid dog? Because she really didn't need to do that. Hello, get away from me. Seriously, these people are disgusting and they just leech onto you and stick on you like stickers and they won't go away. No matter what. Because they're mad that you want nothing to do with them anymore. And that's what a child does. And that's why they're children. And this is going on here. We have a child for the president. Okay? He's a child. He's not a mature adult. As you can tell by the way he talks and conducts himself. Come on now. wake up. And any of you that follow this fucking piece of shit guy can get off of my channel, first of all, and stop dumbing me down, because that's probably what you're fucking doing, because that's what a coward does and a child does. So grow the fuck up. Anyway, so I'm pissed off, obviously. This is an epidemic. We have an epidemic of narcissism and these personality disorders, honestly. And this is coming from a person that suffers with a personality disorder. Alright? So I'm no angel. I'm not saying I am. But these fucking psychopaths and narcissists or whatever are vicious. They are vicious and dangerous. So anyway, I gotta go now and try to calm my ass down. I'm not in a good mood, obviously. Get myself something to eat or something. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for listening. If y'all got through the whole video, I appreciate that. I appreciate all the support. Please like the video. Comments to encourage me to do more videos. Like, share, and subscribe. Hope everyone's doing well and staying safe. And see you next time.